I fish, I hunt, I've trapped all my life. I mean, if Jay Coon was here, he could tell you that for since 1970. I painted all my life too. That's why I got emphysema, COP.
Is it going to be pretty much like for the trails and stuff like that are available to ride? I mean, you're not looking to ride.
You can't go ripping all over, no. But I know, like,
do you look at there though? I mean, how much access are you looking at?
as much as possible. If there's a trail all the way back, which I know there is up there at the, that would be, I've coon hunted, didn't walk it. Most of them do have a trail all the way back in them where they mow. Because they drive in.
Are you required to be on a designated trail on these, or are you?
She didn't really designate me. She told me this one area, and she flat out told me, she said, if you can't get in there, I'll get you in there. I mean, she's a big advocate of it, so is Pocahontas, and there's another guy, whether he does, works with ATVs, with the handicapped or what, he's a big promoter too. And him and, well, they have worked together, or he's worked underneath him. But they have shacks even built up there on theirs, you know, for, that they can just pull into. I mean, they don't spend that much money on them. I mean, a little wooden shack don't cost that much money. I mentioned to her, taking an old running gear and cutting the back off and putting an A-frame over it and make it where you could pull it in or pull it out, you know, when the hunting season wasn't going on, if it needed a repair. She thought that was a great idea, you know.
When you say she, may I ask again who this person is?
Would be the gal, she's head of the conservation board up there at Cherokee.
Maybe Ginger Walker.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's a big advocate of it. Ida Grove said I just had to come down to a meeting on a Monday to get approval. Carol said the same thing, Pocahontas, you know. But it takes time to get all this, you know, go see everybody and yeah. Why would I want to drive clear to Ida Grove when I live, you know, like 2 miles from some of these.
You are a resident of Sac County?
Oh yeah, I am a resident of Sac County. I live right up on 210th Street, which is not very far from what I call it Angroffs, and now there's 3 or 4 of them up in there. They all got trails in them. They all got roadways going back in, where they mow or they drive back in to do their work. And if I'm doing damage, they're doing damage.
Am I to assume that you have been hunting on some private property?
Oh yeah, I've been hunting on private property too.
And so when you request permission from these farmers or from these owners, is that for the year or for just that particular event?
I've got some farmers that let me go in every year. And I've got some farmers I ask, you know, every year, you know, check with them. I had one farmer, he said, well, you know, the year before I hunted it. This year he had somebody hunting it. He said, try back again next year. You know, it was just, you know, he was only going to let so many hunters in there, but this is public.
How far can you comfortably walk?
Depends on if it's uphill or flat. Depends on how cold it is and how strong the wind is. I do have severe COP. I am on disability. If that says enough. I damn near died about 3 years ago.
I don't know, I don't have any more questions, I think, you know, I've got some people that I'd like to check with and verify some of this information. I'm not gonna go into it.
See, we're kept to a,
Excuse me.
what is it?
Anyway, you know, I think we've listened and, you know, myself, there's some things we need to check out and I don't think we need to take action or expect to take action tonight one way or the other. I don't know how the rest of these people.
Would that be the consensus of the group? And we will take this under consideration and look into it and discuss it further and get back to you. Okay. Probably not a decision to be made tonight. Okay.
Deer season over Saturday, so, well, if you have a muzzle loader, if you're just a bow hunter.
I'm muzzle loading, but I'm bow hunting.
Yeah.
When you do get permission from these other counties, are you having to sign any kind of a liability waiver or anything if you
No.
tip an ATV over and get
Nope.
stranded or?
No. I carry a cell phone with me at all times. I've got a heater with me at all times. You know, I don't want, I know Mother Nature.
That's a concern of mine is.
Yeah, it's no different than the man going up Mount Everest. How many do they have to rescue, or how many out in Colorado do they have to rescue? You know, could be somebody you may have to go in and rescue. I think they, you know, anybody that has any kind of condition should be carrying cell phone, you know, stuff like that. Heater, you know.
So do you hunt by yourself then, or do you have someone that's...
I go by myself. I've walked out as far as, when I was younger, I walked out as far as 7, 8 miles through a foot of snow. You know, if I could still do it, I'd do it.
Is there any other... Is it the wish of the board then that this time we'll take your request into consideration and we will discuss
Would there
it
be
then?
some time that a decision will be?
Well, let's just leave it. We will bring it up under discussion. It's not under the agenda here for tonight now.
Oh, no,
But
no,
we'll-
yeah. I'm just wondering how long,
Definitely before next deer season. That would be mine.
Is that the main things that you're looking at, is probably the deer and turkey? I mean, it's,
I'm looking at fishing, everything.
but I guess as far as like the fishing, there's pretty good access to that without anything through. I mean, driving clear up in through the park.
Not really. You take down there at Whitehorse, you can't get up to the dam. Unless you gotta walk about 200 yards. There's a lot of good catfish holes up along that, what used to be Jim Bloss's. You know. I'm not looking at it just, believe me, I'm not looking at it just for myself. And I won't quit. I'll go to the Senate, I'll go to the, I can bring in, and I'm not threatening either. The Veterans Administration will jump on it in a minute for the handicap. I was even given their attorney's name. It's something that's being done, and I think SAC's a long ways behind. And I think it is federal law and state law. Public domain is accessible to the handicapped.